And I know in the kind of in the intro, you mentioned that you had done quite a bit in the office space, and obviously, right now, I think on this morning, just reading the commercial real estate news, they were saying office constitutes 43% of the deeds in lieu of foreclosure in Q2 of this year,
Oh yeah.
which prior year was 20%, so more than double the amount. So I know there's a little bit of pain in that industry. I've always liked office as far as from an outside looking in. I don't own any offices or office space, but I've always thought, gosh, it seems like when you're dealing with a business versus dealing with a tenant, it seems like they're more logical from that standpoint.
You would think.
But
You would think.
you would think,
Yeah. I mean, look,
yeah,
the office sector, it's a tricky sector. And so, and you're right, right now it's a big struggle in the office sector. And I think it's going to be that way easily for the next 3 years.
yeah,
The problem with the office sector is it got hit by several waves, right? COVID was kind of the first wave that hit it. And then the technology that came out from then and how businesses adapted to it so quickly and easily. And so that's why you still have so many firms today that no issues working from home. That's a big effector of it. But as far as on the investment side, one thing that a lot of people don't talk about that's been the biggest problem with it is inflation and the cost to refinish out, to renovate, and things of that nature. And so office buildings are, out of any asset class, some of the most expensive to operate, even if it was vacant. And it's just because of all the operational costs. And so when you have buildings, and say take out here, which is a very similar market to where you're at, you've got office buildings that are, just say you're at $20 a foot on your rental rate. Well, the cost to refinish out this vacancy today as compared to just a few years ago is 2-3 times more, but the rental rate has barely changed, if at all. And you've got several markets where the rate, especially in B buildings, have actually gone backwards. So there's a market out here, Richardson, Las Colinas. I leased office space out there, 18 years ago. And many of those buildings' rates today are either the same and some slightly cheaper than what they were then. The only difference is back then their expenses were probably $4 a foot. Now they're $9.
yeah.
And then the TIs are significantly higher.